He talks directly to the newsmakers. WTKS Savannah.
Carolina Lowcountry, Bill and Laura here with you. Alec Stewart of Eagle Insure Advisors is on the line here with us. We're talking about jobs millennials don't want. Are millennials asking too much from their employers? Alec, good to have you with us this morning. And so we shouldn't get paid $15 an hour just because you exist?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I know it seems like that kind of on face value. A lot of the time when we see these statistics, we can think about entitlement or different things like that.
Right.
The reality is I think that some of the stuff that we see when we see these numbers are more of kind of the back end rather than the front end. And, what I mean by that is that it's, people are thinking about millennials, our carriers are thinking about millennials, employers are thinking about millennials. And the fact of the matter is on the backside, of course, they factor in work-life balance. Who doesn't? Of course, they want jobs that are open-ended as far as salary based on more workload-based or goal-oriented type situations. But the fact is millennials are achieving those things. They're some of the quickest, most efficient workers out there. That's how they're used to obtaining information and doing things. So they're very fast. They're very hardworking. They're very productive, and they're also some of the most entrepreneurial people out there. I mean, they're leading the nation in startups and do-it-yourself type businesses. And I think if employers want to attract the best talent, they need to start thinking about how to best work with people that are looking for those types of situations.
We're talking with Alec Stewart this morning about jobs millennials don't want. So should employers mold their companies to fit the new mold, as it were, Alec?
Well, one of the things that we thought about with Eagle Independent Insurance Agency was exactly that. So as we started thinking about what kind of talent we wanted to attract and how we were going to do it, millennials were at the top of our list. And so when we set up our licensed client advisor program, one of the things that we thought about was people being able to work at any point, at any time they wanted to from anywhere. Setting up good, solid goals, but creating a situation where people could make as much or as little money as they wanted to. And so we thought about a lot of the things that we've heard over and over again from millennials, and we tried to apply those to our work organization. And I think if employers want to attract that kind of talent, whether it's millennials or other demographics, they need to get away from the mindset of, requiring employees to have a lunchbox and come in and punch a time clock. Those days are over.
We're talking with Eagle Insured Advisors Alec Stewart on jobs millennials don't want. And Alec, what's been your experience with kids today who either don't want to work or they want all this compensation? I know that gentleman that I talked to recently said there was a particular group of folks he wasn't going to talk to most high school students anymore because they don't know how to show up for work on time. They don't come dressed properly. He just gave a litany of things that he was worried about. Right.
And I think, I'm sorry to hear that because what we've seen from millennials is kind of the reverse. If you're very tight about giving them a lane to run in, good, solid goals, and you say, this is what needs to be done, here are the parameters, here's the time frame. What we've seen is a reverse, that oftentimes they're able to work more efficiently and achieve what is asked of them much more quickly than other groups because they know how to manipulate technology. They know how to work hard and work quickly. And, of course, on the backside, what you see is them turning around and saying, they want work-life balance and they want an open-ended salary structure and those kind of things. But it's because they feel like it's almost like the kid in class when we were growing up that was able to do their homework or take their test twice as fast and always made an A but was still sitting there half the time doing nothing.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way we've seen millennials operate. And if you can get them in a lane, create a good solid structure with good solid goals, they're extremely good at what they do.
Alec Stewart with us about jobs millennials don't want. What are as far as millennials go for medical purposes, we did a medical segment just a moment ago, medicine, engineering, that sort of thing. You mentioned their ability to work with computers and all the modern technology. How has that helped?
I think with we're in the insurance business, so really all I can speak to very well is that. What we have seen is that it does cross over into other types of fields. So as an example, for Eagle, not only are they out there selling for us, they're also recruiting other people for their agency team, so they do have to have that social interaction. And so what we've seen from our business is that, they do have multi-skills. They're not just people that, need to work on their own from their house and don't want to talk to anybody or anything like that. They're very social. They do use technology, and I would think that those same skill sets would apply across the board to multiple industries, including health.
All right. Alec, pleasure talking with you. We'll be back in touch.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Alec Stewart checking in with us from Eagle Insured Advisors.